Just look at this, fresh out of the air fryer. This is what pure Mediterranean comfort looks like. A beautiful dish of shrimp seganaki, bubbling with feta and aromatic tomato sauce. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to make it. First, let's look at the beautiful fresh ingredients we'll be using. I prefer using large shrimp for this dish. Not only are they more flavorful, but they're also much easier to handle when cleaning. Here's everything else you'll need for this recipe. You can find the full list with exact measurements in the description box below.
We'll start by preparing our shrimp. First, gently twist and pull off the heads.
The preparation of the shrimp is the most important step for a perfect result. Taking the time to properly clean them ensures they have a clean taste and a wonderfully tender texture.
Next, we'll peel the shell from the body. I like to leave the very last piece of the tail on. It creates a beautiful presentation and gives you a little handle to hold on to when you eat. Make a shallow cut along the back of the shrimp and you'll see a thin, dark line. This is the digestive tract, and removing it ensures a cleaner taste and better texture. A small knife or a toothpick works perfectly for this. Once all the shrimp are peeled and deveined, we'll give them a quick rinse in a bowl of cold water. This will wash away any remaining grit and ensure they are perfectly clean.
Now, let's build our incredible sauce. I'm using a silicone dish that fits perfectly in my air fryer. We'll start with a good drizzle of high-quality extra virgin olive oil. Since we're baking and not deep frying, the flavor of the oil will really shine through. Next are tomatoes. I'm dicing 2 large ripe tomatoes. Fresh tomatoes are wonderful here as they break down into a beautiful rustic sauce. If you can't find good ones, cherry tomatoes are a fantastic substitute. We'll add these directly into our dish.
Now for our aromatics. I'm finely dicing 1 red onion. I'm keeping the pieces relatively big, so you can still feel their texture in the final dish. Red onion adds a lovely, gentle sweetness that pairs perfectly with the tomatoes. And of course, garlic. I'm using 3 cloves, but feel free to add more or less to your taste. Garlic is essential for this dish, giving it a wonderful aroma and a gentle kick. A quick crush with the side of the knife makes the peel come right off. We'll give this a rough chop as well, to prevent it from burning and to ensure you get those lovely little bites of flavor in the sauce. I absolutely love garlic, so I'm using 3 big cloves. How about you? Are you a garlic lover, or do you prefer a more subtle flavor? Let me know in the comments below. Let's add that to the dish. Time to season. We'll sprinkle generously with dried oregano, a classic Mediterranean herb that is simply made for tomatoes and cheese. Next, some freshly ground black pepper for a bit of spice. Now for one of my favorite Greek spices, a touch of hot crushed paprika, or bukovo. Unlike standard chili flakes, this has a rich, smoky aroma that I absolutely love.
It adds a gentle warmth without being overwhelmingly spicy. To give our sauce a richer color and a more concentrated tomato flavor, I'm adding 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. Now, let's give everything a good stir to combine all those wonderful flavors. Do you have a favorite local spice that you love to cook with? I'd be very interested to hear about it in the comments. We'll place our dish into the air fryer basket, and into the air fryer it goes. We'll set the temperature to 200 degrees Celsius, which is 400 degrees Fahrenheit, for 15 minutes. Let's begin! While the sauce is cooking, let's prepare the feta. I'm using a fork to crumble a block of quality Greek feta. Crushing it helps it melt beautifully into the sauce later on. Okay, we're at the halfway point. Let's take out the basket. The vegetables are already softening and smell incredible. We'll add about half of our crumbled feta now and give it a good stir. As it continues to cook, the feta will start to melt, creating a wonderfully creamy texture. Back into the air fryer to finish. And now for the secret to a bright, fresh sauce: lemon juice. Using a fresh lemon makes all the difference. Our sauce base is now perfectly cooked and incredibly fragrant. We'll pour that freshly squeezed lemon juice right over the top and stir it in. The aroma is just divine. It's finally time for our beautiful shrimp. We'll arrange them in a single layer right on top of our hot sauce. This ensures they all cook evenly. Back into the air fryer at 200 Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit for just 5 minutes. The key to tender, juicy shrimp is not to overcook them. They cook very, very quickly. You're looking for a C shape for cooked. If they curl into an O, they're overcooked. At the halfway mark, let's give them a quick turn with some tongs to ensure a perfect cook on both sides. And for the grand finale, we'll sprinkle over the rest of our feta cheese and a generous amount of grated Parmesan cheese. This will create a beautiful golden crust and add another layer of savory flavor. Let's put it back for the final couple of minutes. For our garnish, I'm finely chopping some fresh parsley. This dish is absolutely perfect on its own for a light, keto-friendly meal. But if you're feeling hungry, it's also incredible served over some zucchini noodles, or with a side of crusty keto bread to soak up every last drop of that amazing sauce. A simple Greek salad on the side would also be a perfect pairing. The possibilities are endless. And there it is. The cheese is melted and golden, the shrimp are perfectly pink, and the sauce is bubbling. If you think this looks delicious and you want to see more simple, healthy Aegean recipes like this one, now would be the perfect time to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a new dish. Now let's serve this up. We'll spoon a generous portion into a bowl, making sure to get plenty of that rich, flavorful sauce. This is what Mediterranean cooking is all about: Simple ingredients, incredible flavor. To finish, a sprinkle of fresh parsley for color and freshness. I also love to add a few fresh basil leaves for that beautiful aroma that pairs so well with tomatoes. And finally, a couple of lemon wedges on the side, for anyone who wants an extra squeeze of brightness. And there you have it, a stunning, healthy, and incredibly flavorful meal made easy in the air fryer. Thank you so much for joining me today. Enjoy!